Welcome to Influential Entrepreneurs, bringing you interviews with elite business leaders and experts, sharing tips and strategies for elevating your business to the next level. Here's your host, Mike Saunders.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Influential Entrepreneurs. This is Mike Saunders, the Authority Positioning Coach, and today we have with us Eric Edelist, who's the founder of Bizooy. Eric, welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
You are welcome, and I know you do marketing, but I first have to ask, what in the world's a Bizooy?
Bizooy. So Bizooy is a made-up name, but it just kind of made sense because we focus on local businesses, the B2B aspect. So we're like, Bizooy, if you take it, kind of put it together, it's a zoo of businesses.
Nice. Cool. Well, back in the day, nobody knew what the heck an Amazon was before Bezos started Amazon. So, everyone's got their origin story. So that's really cool. A zoo of businesses. And we could probably go deep on, what kind of, animals that businesses represent and what's your spirit animal. Who knows where that could go. But give us a little bit of background on yourself. What's your entrepreneurial journey? And then what led you to want to start Bizooy?
Yeah, so I actually was the director of marketing at a world-class vision institute here in Beverly Hills. And, the doctor, surgeon would always say, hey, Eric, the most important thing I care about is reviews. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, because for local businesses to have good reviews and to drive awareness around the local market, you need to be showing up in Yelp, Google, Facebook, that sort of thing. And so after doing a ton of research, I came across some things. I tested some things out, but nothing was automated. So I was like, wow, I see opportunity here. And the entrepreneur spirit of myself, I've been doing things on the internet for over a decade, just building sites, launching different things. And I was like, this is a huge opportunity. I need to figure out how to build this. So I kind of, started mapping it out. Crazy enough, found a developer on Craigslist. I just made a posting because I was like, you know what? I mean, I know how to code and stuff like that, but not to this degree. And I was like, wow, I really need to find someone that kind of believes in my vision, and then this will really work. So that's what I did. I posted on Craigslist, and lucky enough, I grabbed a slice of pizza with this guy. He was actually here in LA, and he's, was fresh out of school. So he was a student fresh out of school. So he was very hungry. He believed in the vision, and we just started building it. That's and cool. Then that's kind of how it happened.
And so you focus specifically on reviews and how reviews impact reputation, right?
Correct. So the whole thing is, a lot of people, especially for local business, the biggest issue is affordable technology, right? Yeah. Everyone thinks technology is so expensive. It's so expensive. I can't afford that. I don't know how to use it. It's too, all these kind of questions arise, but without even doing research or trying anything, because there's a stigma around technology, software. Oh, it's expensive. We can't use that. We're just a ma and pa dry cleaners, And that's really where I had my aha moment, is just I was like, you know what? I just want to help these local businesses because there's just so much opportunity for people to get local jobs and stuff like that. And it all starts around the customer communication. But all these people have these visitors, barbershops have visitors come in, and no one really collects information and follows up with them. So yeah. I was like, well, this is the opportunity right in front of my eyes. So that's what we did.
And so I think that you've hit on something here, which is making something efficient and easy and automated. And I was having coffee today with a friend of mine that works for the SBA, the Small Business Development Centers here in Colorado, and we were talking about one of the topics that you just touched on, which is making it simple and easy. Because something I feel like you could say to a business owner, oh, just collect and make sure you follow up, and they're like, oh yeah. well, what sounds easy to do is easy not to do. And so now you need to make it drop dead simple for them to get it done. And it's more than just putting a form on your website that says, please do this. So what do you do that makes it simple and automated for these businesses to collect and then follow up with their customers and get the reviews?
Yeah, so that's actually a really good question. And so what we decided was, there's many different routes to go, but the route that we've currently taken and it's working is that we just said, hey, we have this opportunity here to be like a very, very simple. And what local businesses, most of them use, if they are even using one, is like MailChimp, right, as their email service provider. So we decided, hey, with one click, you could enter your API key, and another click, download your contact list right into Bizooy. One more click, send email and SMS messages to all your customers. That's pretty simple.
Yeah.
And then you could just track the progress. So we have that option with the API key. We have the option where you could just load individual ones and then another click, send them out. So it's very simple. It's not very complicated. All you have to know is how to either enter data. You could even bulk upload a CSV file. You download the one that has the formatting, and then you just upload it. And then one more click, send it all out. And then the system does the rest for you. It monitors whether they opened it, whether or when they opened it. Everything's timestamped. And then if they completed it and where they completed the review at, or if they had a bad experience, this is the best part. It actually tailors them to just leave feedback to the business owner, and it doesn't go public to Yelp, Google, Facebook, that sort of thing. So it protects the reputation of the business, because sometimes someone will have a bad experience and then the business owner doesn't even know, and then next thing they know, they check their Yelp page and they have a bad review, and it's really hurting their business. And it could have been something that could have been resolved if the business owner was proactive. So this gives another opportunity for the business owner to be proactive.
That's a really good point, because many times it's been said and probably researched that people just want to be heard, right? I had a bad experience, or my impression was a bad experience, and they don't know how to, write a letter to the president kind of a thing. And I'm just going to go give a bad review. Well, okay, we can't stop people from giving a bad review. But if you ask for their feedback, like in the situation you gave, and it was not wonderful feedback, that gives a little bit of a filter for that business owner to respond and go, wow, thank you so much, and what can we do, and let's fix this. And then maybe the person feels appeased, and then maybe they don't go to the Google, the Yelp, and whatever. And that's a really big feature for two things. Number one, reputation, like we don't want bad reviews out there. But number two, customer service.
Yeah, exactly. So touching more over on the reputation part and customer service, the best part is that customer that would have been hating on your business and never, talk bad about it, you actually turn into a marketing machine for you, because once you have that interaction, you make it right with that person. Now they're going to go tell all their friends. And you and I both know as marketers, the best type of marketing is word of mouth.
Well,
that's how you win.
You're right. And I probably I've said this over and over for probably 20 years. And I say it tongue-in-cheek and not really serious, but maybe one day it should be a serious initiative, which is this. I have seen personally when I have, even my first job out of college, working in a retail environment where there was a customer service, issue that I fixed. And they come in all up in arms, and I'm like, oh, no problem, let me fix this. Oh, it's done. And they think now I walk on water, and it's like, wait a minute here. They're not just like happy, thanks, and they leave. They are just and I'm going, it's almost like I want to create an issue so that I can solve it. Kind of like in the TV shows where you go, oh, look at the police shows where someone starts a fire just so that they can, put it out. Well, you don't want to create problems in your business. I'm not saying that, but you really hit on something really big. It goes beyond only reputation, but when you can be told, I'm sure there's many business owners that would just beg and plead, just tell me, do you love us? Do you hate us? What? Just let me know. When you as a business owner know that, you can fix it. You're happy to fix it. And no, I'm not going to get walked on, but when you can fix it and appease someone right then and there, they feel heard. They don't go and blister you on Yelp. Now, maybe you didn't make them into such raving fans that they're going to give a, raving review, but at least they didn't give you a negative one. And maybe it's like you said, they do appreciate that, and they do feel like I now want to be your mouthpiece and spread the word about your business because I really appreciate being heard. Here's the owner listening to me, and he took care of my situation. Thank you. That's a really big thing that I don't want to have people just gloss over.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I mean, that's kind of the future of our company and where we're going is really digging down into that customer relationship management aspect of of marketing and really building upon that. And I think as, you build strong relationships with your customers, your business is just going to, start thriving. And I think adding that personal touch, like you said, with being able to communicate with your customers is the next level opportunity that a lot of business owners should really seek.
Yeah, because now let's use that scenario where there might have been a little bit of a tense situation. You fixed it. You saved the negative review, and they are now appeased and maybe even really, really happy. Now you got to keep the momentum going. So now they're in your CRM, they're in your text, email follow-up. You're not going to bug them every other day, but maybe once a month you're going to send out to our VIP clients, come on back in and get a whatever. Or maybe it's a helpful tip, whatever industry that you're in. Maybe you're just keeping top of mind. And that's a really big feature there that I think that too many businesses don't understand. I've heard it said that every month that goes by that your customers don't hear from you, you lose 10% of the influence that you have with them.
Yeah. No, the influence part is the part that is the game changer, whether they come to your business or your competitor. And however you can influence them, whether it's a discount, whether they bring a friend in, you give them referral points, or however that, loyalty system you build out works, but it all starts with the beginning, which is building that relationship.
100%. I want to wrap up with one other question, which ties into the review/reputation. I would venture to say that there should be an element. Now, I'm confident that your software wouldn't do this, but business owners need to understand that their frontline employees that are dealing with the customers need to realize that we have this reputation to uphold and build. So we want to make sure that we don't ever get into the situation where we have to appease them. We don't want happy customers. We want raving fans. So there should be an element that the business owner is having in their, weekly meetings, daily meetings, whatever that they do, where it's like, we need to be making as many raving fans as possible. And then when you set that expectation, now when they're being asked to get into the CRM or they're adding customers in, the stage is set then for really good things to happen.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think there's opportunity there to expand on for, business owners. I think what they should do, maybe implement some kind of internal reward system where, every time a new review is left, you get a bonus, or you get, you know what I mean? Like something where it just gets kind of creative and your employees actually become raving fans of your business. Because when your employees are raving fans of your business, that is only going to show to the customer, right? And that's how you really win, when everyone is raving fans of what you're doing.
100%. Well, I can't tell you how much fun this is, because I think this is a simple concept, but it's simple to overlook. And I think if you can make it drop dead simple for businesses to implement, then Bizooy is a really vital service. So thank you for coming on, Eric. What's the best way that people can reach out and connect with you?
Yeah, no, definitely. We have a form on the website, bizooy.com. You could reach out there. You could also reach out info@bizooy.com. Our customer support team would be happy to answer any questions. whether it's our software related, marketing tips, whatever it is. We just want to help local business owners thrive. That's our goal. And we're going to build technology to support that.
Excellent. Well, Eric, thank you so much for coming on today. It was a real pleasure talking with you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have a great day, Mike. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Influential Entrepreneurs with Mike Saunders. To learn more about the resources mentioned on today's show or listen to past episodes, visit www.influentialentrepreneurssradio.com.